ATC code A10. ATC code A10 drugs used in diabetes is a therapeutic subgroup of the Anatomical Therapeutic Chemical Classification System, a system of alphanumeric codes developed by the World Health Organization, WHO, for the classification of drugs and other medical products. Subgroup A10 is part of the anatomical group of alimentary, tract, and metabolism. Codes for veterinary use, ATCvet codes, can be created by placing the letter Q in front of the human ATC code, for example, Q18. National issues of the ATC classification may include additional codes not present in this list, which follows the WHO version. A10 of insulins and analogues. A10AB insulins and analogues for injection, fast-acting. A10 bone insulin human, A10B2 insulin beef, A10B3 insulin pork, A10B4 insulin lispro, A10B5 insulin aspart, A10B6 insulin glucosine, A10B30 combinations. A10AC insulins and analogues for injection, intermediate acting. A10 cone insulin human, A10C2 insulin beef, A10C3 insulin pork, A10C4 insulin lispro, A10C30 combinations. A10AD insulins and analogues for injection, intermediate or long-acting combined with fast-acting. A10 insulin human, A10D2 insulin beef, A10D3 insulin pork, A10D4 insulin lispro, A10D5 insulin aspart, A10D6 insulin degludec and insulin aspart, A10D30 combinations. A10A insulins and analogues for injection, long-acting. A10 insulin human, A10 insulin beef, A10A3 insulin pork, A10 insulin glargine, A10 insulin detemir, A10 insulin degludec, A10E30 combinations, A10 insulin glargine and lipsisonetide, A10 insulin degludec and liraglutide, A10AF insulins and analogues for inhalation. A10 insulin human, A10B blood glucose lowering drugs, excluding insulins, A10BB guanides, A10B fenformin, A10B metformin, A10BF buformin, A10BB sulfonylureas, A10B bone glycomide, A10BB2 chloropropamide, A10BB3 tolbutamide, A10BB4 glibornuride, A10BB5 tolazimide, A10BB6 carbutamide, A10BB7 glipizide, A10B8 gliquidone, A10BB9 gliclazide, A10BB10 metahexamide, A10BB11 glycixepide, A10BB12 glympyrid, A10BB31 acetohexamide, A10BC Sulfonamides heterocyclic, A10B conglymadine, A10BD combinations of oral blood glucose lowering drugs, A10B fenformin and sulfonylureas, A10BD2 metformin and sulfonylureas, A10BD3 metformin and rosiglitazone, A10BD4 glympyrid and rosiglitazone, A10BD5 metformin and pioglitazone, A10BD6 glympyrid and pioglitazone, A10BD7 metformin and sitagliptin, A10BD8 metformin and vildagliptin, A10BD9 pioglitazone and alogliptin, A10BD10 metformin and saxagliptin, A10BD11 metformin and linagliptin, A10BD12 pioglitazone and sitagliptin, A10BD13 metformin and alogliptin, A10BD14 metformin and repaglinide, A10BD15 metformin and dapagliflozin, A10BD16 metformin and canagliflozin, A10BD17 metformin and acarbose, A10BD18 metformin and gemagliptin, A10BD19 linagliptin and empagliflozin, A10BD20 metformin and empagliflozin, A10BD21 saxagliptin and dapagliflozin, A10BD22 metformin and evagliptin, A10BD23 metformin and ertagliflozin, A10BD24 sitagliptin and ertagliflozin, A10BD25 metformin, saxagliptin and dapagliflozin, A10BD26 metformin and loblitazone, A10BF alpha-glucosidase inhibitors, A10B phonocarbose, A10BF2 miglitol, A10BF3 voglibose, A10BG thiazolidinediones, A10B gontroglitazone, A10BG2 rosiglitazone, A10BG3 pioglitazone, A10BG4 loglitazone, A10BH Dipeptidyl peptidase 4-DPP-4 inhibitors, A10B sitagliptin, A10BH2 vildagliptin, A10BH3 saxagliptin, A10BH4 alogliptin, A10BH5 linagliptin, A10BH6 gemagliptin, A10BH7 evagliptin, A10B teneligliptin, A10BH51 sitagliptin and simvastatin, A10BH52 gemagliptin and rosuvastatin, A10BJ glucagon-like peptide-1 GLP-1 analogues, A10B jonexenatide, A10BJ2 liraglutide, A10BJ3 lixisenatide, A10BJ4 aldeglutide, A10BJ5 dulaglutide, A10BJ6 semaglutide, A10BJ7 benaglutide, A10BK sodium glucose cotransporter 2 SGLT2 inhibitors, A10B dapagliflozin, A10BK2 canagliflozin, A10BK3 empagliflozin, A10BK4 ertagliflozin, A10BK5 ipragliflozin, A10BK6 sotagliflozin, A10BK7 luciagliflozin, A10BX other blood glucose-lowering drugs, excluding insulins, A10B zoneguar gum, A10BX2 ripaglinide, A10BX3 naeglinide, A10BX5 pramlintide, A10BX6 benfluorex, A10B8 mitaglynide, A10X other drugs used in diabetes, A10XA Aldose reductase inhibitors, A10XA References equals